Alright,
There you are. I'm gonna see how it sounds real quick.
you seem like you sound good to me.
Okay, I am not echoey. Let's fucking go!
Yeah!
And Giguk just uploaded fall anime in a nutshell. Yay! On the thumbnail I see Ranma.
You do? What? Oh,
Giguk.
for the Giguk thing. I thought you were talking about my video, and I was like, I don't remember putting Ranma in this thumbnail. What?
I just got the thing. I just got the notification.
Alright. Hello, Septupulanti and Crocomancer. It's Lawyermon time, yeah! I don't know what's going on with my model, but this 2D one is good for now. Things are still being weird with that. Everyone can hear me and see everything just fine. There's not any glitches. I'm not seeing any dropped frames.
So far it's smooth, no clipping, no buffering, no shit.
That's good. I like that when that's happening.
Besides school, this is a good break from my Assassin's Creed marathon.
Yeah, Sky has been really into Assassin's Creed right now and been
I just finished Assassin's Creed 3, and the entire time I was like, fucking Brits! Sorry, Croak, I love ya.
Yeah, we're in a slightly better place now, but the British back then were not. We had good reason to be upset with them. Buddy, we're fine now. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
We don't need to throw any tea in any harbors.
Oh, but the tea party was the best part!
If you were gonna have a tea party, then let's drink the tea instead of that. That's just the way, that's... Although I wonder that it probably looked pretty cool, to be honest. With all the tea going into the harbor. It probably, poisoned or not really poisoned the water supply, but just contaminated it with tea, I would assume. Or wherever they got the water supply. Oh, trust me, the British are a thoroughly contemptible lot. Yeah, well, I'm...
Good.
You said that in extremely British fashion, and I appreciate it.
I'm like, I start the game, or the video of the game at least, and the dude's apologizing, and I'm like, he fucking British!
No one knows the true villainy of the British better than other Brits. Yeah, well, and yeah, you would know. As Americans, I feel like at this point we don't have much to judge entirely. We know that Americans are bullshit a lot of the time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, something happened between this stream and the last that I'm sure I don't need to explain.
Nope.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to Ace Attorney Investigations. When we last left our lawyery heroes, we were investigating a murder that happened in the courthouse on the day of what was supposed to be Edgeworth's first trial, but then, of course, the murder happened and that didn't happen. We put tea in the water supply, now everyone dead. Oops. Everyone was deathly allergic to tea, no. But yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure back then they mainly just got their tea from the rivers, because, you can't really drink ocean water without, boiling the shit out of it to get rid of the salt.
Okay, so it was salty tea. They've made salty tea. That sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, What do you say we begin this? Which one is it? It was this one. It's this, I believe.
The one that doesn't say story.
Yeah. That was 11:02. That was the last time we did this. Yeah. All right, then let's begin.
Oh, which style are we on right now?
We're on pixel art.
Okay.
We did.
I forgot which one we had last time.
We did the new art last time, and now it's pixel time. All right. So, what is to become of the trial into the Cadopian embassy staff member's murder? Oh, question about the British I just thought of. Is she actually called Bloody Mary, or was it just a result of the British people use of the word bloody? Oh, jeez, bollocks, it's Bloody Mary again. That's what I'm...
Bloody wench.
That's my headcanon about Bloody Mary now.
The only Bloody Mary I know, or well, two I know of, is the horror story where you go into your bathroom and say it 3 times, and the drink.
I think that's the main 2 that exist. Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. Ha! Looks like you'll need to wait just a bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Just, you know, as a fun keepsake. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Cadopian Embassy staff member and the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell? What an outrageous circus this has all become. Edgeworth, please never get involved in a court case in a circus. I beg you. You too, Franziska. What is it with this game and making up countries? Well, probably since they ran into a bit of a situation with calling, with the game originally taking place in Japan and then being localized to America. They probably wanted to avoid that issue later on by just making up new countries every other time. So they wouldn't be related to any existing ones. That makes sense, right?
Man,
Yeah.
American localization in the early 2000s was fucked.
Yeah, it was. But now we live in more enlightened times that know what rice balls are.
Yeah. It's not. Now we know what the jelly donut was.
Yes. Oh, Bloody Mary was Mary First, commonly Mary Queen of Scots, also Queen of England, known for executing lots of people on religious grounds. Oh, she was a real person? I didn't know that.
And she apparently had a lot of blood on her hands.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway.
Oh wait, I think I heard about her before. Religious. Oh, okay.
I'm not sure that I did. Oh yeah, also this game was localized 2010-ish.
Yeah, it might have been 2010, but they still kept up with it.
Yeah, well, they had to keep consistent with the mistakes that they made in, like, 2005. Or whenever that was. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. Outrageous circus, right, sir? I grow weary of this topic. Edgeworth, I'll have you assigned to a different case. One that will probably have less people dying. Papa! You'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it.
Oh wow, you're fucked.
Wow, okay, you're just... This girl literally thinks the world of you, and you're just like, maybe.
Franziska deserves better!
She deserves way better.
She deserves a woman in her life!
Yes, well...
Then I know the perfect one!
Yeah. She's probably like 6 at this point, but what, wait, no, she would be about...
No, they're the same age!
Yeah, Franziska is the same age, so she would be 13 too. So yeah. So if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation, you know, just for funsies. Whatever for. I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there's not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof. Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as Jesus Christ, what did he do today about him? What?
I still want to know is why did he adopt Miles, his enemy's son?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Oh my god.
Papa, do you need a drink, like, or something? You seem to get upset at this if you haven't. Anyway, who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders?
Comment.
Your Honor, lesbians, not guilty! The perfect defense. Miles and I are competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue. In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise.
Fucker fake evidence
home.
sometimes.
I can't believe Manfred and Sonic the Hedgehog have something in common. Adopting Miles. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
You're right!
Oh my god.
Edgeworth, Franziska, see to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir! Of course, Papa! Franziska, thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on! Yes, just as you wished. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how you fare on the investigation now, Miles Edgeworth! I know I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to inspect any suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I mean, question anyone involved with this case. One of the two. Alright, now we can walk around and stuff. Hi, Gumshoe.
Yeah, dig wrong!
Yes, I understand, so let's just calm down, okay, buddy? I doubt I'll get anything useful from the detective when he's this agitated. What? Oh, I didn't mean to go in here, but as long as we're here. It's the witness stand. How to make sure that each and every person that ever stands here will be found guilty. There are others besides the defendant that stand at this podium, you know. I don't care! Just make sure you'll never end up standing at one of these. Well, about that. It's interesting, Manfred is a jerk, but he is involved in Edgeworth's training. He made Bad give Miles the investigation. His mentor's side seems relatively sincere. He's a very strange man. Oh, you'll be sorry! I'll keep that in mind. Any day now, I'll be taking my rightful place behind this bench. By that time, I should already be standing here. It'd be downright disgraceful if I beat you to it, wouldn't it? If that were to happen, Franziska, I'll eat my cravat. It's a defense attorney's bench. I'd probably be standing on the side of the courtroom if that incident hadn't happened. What are you thinking about? Lately, the more wrinkly your face becomes, the less I'm able to read what you're thinking. Well, I'll never! I'll have you know I don't have a single wrinkle upon my youthful brow! Well, what's over here? Oh, okay. And... can we go up here? Yeah, we can! The judge's chair. It must be wonderful to be able to sit the whole time. Yes, as opposed to us prosecutors and defense attorneys who have to stand. I think it'd only be fair if the judge had to stand the whole time, too. His Honor is an old man. He should be afforded some comforts.
Exactly.
Fine, he can enjoy his chair, but he'll share our pain in our pain through my lashes! I fear for the judge if Franziska were to ever become a real prosecutor. Alright, now we've investigated every single bench. Wait, what's over here? Oh, the viewing gallery. It's the viewing gallery. This is where the riffraff sits when they come to watch. It's situated the same height as the judges' bench. I wonder if that's to represent the intense scrutiny of each and every case from all sides. Miles Edgeworth, are you not man enough to stand up to all those eyes? What's so Of course I'm man enough. Great talk, everyone. Is there anything else to investigate here, or was it just for the achievement?
There was an achievement?
Yeah, for checking every single bench in the area.
Oh.
There's something there's something here. This must be the judge's desk. You can tell by the gavel. Oh, this must be the judge's desk. You can tell by the gavel sitting on top. I had a dream once that I was being squashed from above by this gavel. Hey, Phoenix had the same dream in the second game. You're such a weakling, Miles Edgeworth. You have no idea how frightening it was. Fran.
Her AI's breaking.
Fran, are you alright? Okay, you're alright. You're fine. Alright. Let's go back here. Nothing else to see in there. It's a bookshelf. What's this? Judge's Trial Exchange Log. Appears to be a journal where the various judges share their thoughts and ideas. The real daily lives of the judges are laid out here on these pages. There's nothing about the court in here. It's just page after page of unrelated drivel. Judging by the content, they are very enthusiastic about the Courthouse's daily menu. And it would appear that fried oysters are a favorite. Ew. She got lost. Yeah, it's a big courtroom. I don't blame her. Also, Croak says, Franziska ends up at the witness stand in 2-4. Oh, right, that does happen. And I think in the third game, too. I have no use for such foolishly foolish words from that foolishly foolish crowd. Someone please assure me that this is not the true state of this country's judiciary. Alright, what do you have to say? Miss you. Oh, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am! I am Franziska von Karma, and I am about to become the successor to the family name! About to? I guess that means for now, you're just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. What? Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. There's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you? What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing in the super serious atmosphere. Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. I feel much better now, so what does he want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in defendant lobby number 1 the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. But with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. Well, that's suspicious. That seems suspicious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I take it that your acquaintances with Detective Bad. Yeah, he was a detective in charge of the KG-8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? It's like a whole reunion here. That's right, he was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. Clearly he didn't do a great job, but you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth! I have no idea what you two are talking about! I've heard of the KG-8 incident from my papa, but how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. Oh, shit, sorry! You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. Everyone has a different way of coping about things. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It's practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see, he did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. Well, there's a lot of things to talk to her about. You claimed at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad, but don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? I do, and that's what I was planning to do. You needs to get some therapy. Yep, yeah.
Yep.
But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so he just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk to Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going. And then I insulted him some more. But bloody, when she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Ah, he said bloody too! It all comes back around. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murders occurred, so really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. Okay, what about Mackerel? I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard it was the Yatagarasu that made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out, Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He just made that up. He made it up. Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras. There is no footage of him sneaking into the Cadopian embassy itself. Hold on for just 1 second! Then you mean to say that you knew he was not the real Yatagarasu, and that he was just another cold-blooded killer, and you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. That's my job. Do you not understand this? I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. Yes! That's the whole point of the job. That's the whole thing, kinda. Pretty much. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable, but they are no match for us Von Karmas, who are obviously morally good all of the time and have never done anything bad. I don't believe it, you're serious. Why don't you say that face for something worth being serious about? Edward, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I was still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such things. Yeah, you did, though. You just said... Did she not just say that? Wait, well, she didn't say that she had no qualms about it, I guess. Just she was willing to do it. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry, forgive my rashness. Okay, that's just more confusing. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself. I haven't read the wiki yet. But I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know. Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives? You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Wait, why is there a dot right after Miss? What? Is that how
I think maybe because of
written?
the Von part, maybe.
Maybe? I think you missed some nuance here. You admit she knew Rel was guilty and was willing to defend him anyway. Even in the real world, that's unethical for a lawyer. Is it? I thought that's just what I thought that's just what defense lawyers like did normally. Like is that not the job? Like defending people whether they're guilty or not, I guess.
Yeah, isn't it a lawyer's job to prove their client innocent?
Yeah. Ah! Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be sued by— Ah! There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. I love how he actually points out that, like, we actually could get sued for all of these physical assaults you're doing.
Yeah.
That just now was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say I have never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. Oh, lawyers defend people, but if a client directly tells you they're guilty, you can't represent them anymore. Otherwise, you'd be lying to the court. Oh. Well, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know these things.
I didn't go to law school.
That's why we play video games about law instead of doing it. The Yatagarasu deals in information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the likes of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Basically just like Red White if he was not evil, I guess? Vigilante or not, this person sounds just like another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. Suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Yay, we can finally have him talk. Detective Gumshoe.
You pal, you're here. Ouch.
As am I. I don't think you needed to whip him to let him know that. It's how I say hello, Edgeworth.
I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective. I really did it.
Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you.
My heart, pal.
Wouldn't that make Phoenix not able to defend Lana in 1-5? Yeah, I guess so, if we worked on those rules. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is.
Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you?
Oh, I forgot. I skipped this.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Motive.
Wait, did I skip something?
What motive?
I would have done so even if you had not requested me to, detective. Okay. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? What exactly did you do to make him so angry?
Yeah, I just asked to check the bed. The same thing the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported in at my usual post instead of the criminal affairs department. By the time I got down to criminal affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me the huge speech.
I remember doing the exact same thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for the detective to be comparable to a mere school child. We are just not pulling any punches against this guy. You claim to be standing guard in the front door of the lobby number 2 during recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom? Yeah, Lana was actually trying to plead guilty, so Phoenix offending her anyway was weird. Though it is ethical if you assume Phoenix is running with a false confession idea, which she clearly was at the time. Clearly didn't believe it, but, so, yeah. I guess that's... but, you know, the law works weird in this world anyway, so...
Clear at around 3:20 here from Detective Bad Pal. Today's trial really took a crazy turn.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet, Gumshoe. We haven't even gotten to the ghosts yet.
So I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday.
And yet, something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty.
Ouch! Your words sting worse than your whip, pal!
So it was Detective Bad who wanted him to stand guard, huh? Do you want to bet, Scruffy? Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nope, not a thing, pal!
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you're carrying on your personage.
Ah! Wait! You can't do that!
So there's nothing of any particular value here.
Well, my handcuffs and my badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so, you know.
What is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket?
Hey, hands up, pal!
Just show it to us already!
Ouch!
Did that hurt less than my words? Annual bonus check within, $5 total, except there is no check inside. That's sad.
You better look, now get it back, pal! It's my first bonus as a brand new detective! I just got and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me until I did, you know? And that envelope was really special to me. Now give it back!
I just feel bad for him. You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later. Hey, friend! Stop being you!
How could you?
We're just being needlessly mean to this poor guy. I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait, since he became a suspect, there's one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood, but please make it brief, sir. I guess he's in charge then. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. I guess we need to present his testimony? That makes sense. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than a gunshot out of the hallway. Is that correct?
Nope. Think about it, pal.
Then you were also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct?
Yep. Not even a single ant passed through that hall while I was on duty.
Wait, not a single ant? But we saw the ants on the windowsill. Is that a clue?
Maybe.
I don't know. You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself.
Oh. But it's true! I didn't see anyone go through the hallway and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can even imagine.
The things beyond what you can imagine could fill several books. so he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. Why would he do so, given the situation he's in? Leave a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant's lobbies is in order. Oh, hi, Kay. Ow! No! How could you have not noticed that coming? Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier?
That's exactly what I needed!
Kids can sometimes be so cruel.
Oh, yes, indeed.
It looks like she dropped something. A Swiss roll? It says Courthouse Special on it. Maybe V should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. Right in the autopsy report. I believe I've asked all the whatever the fuck. I skipped that. I believe I've asked all I need to ask of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge. We need to confirm who is correct. The judge or is that scruff face correct? Edgeworth would know a thing or two about... No, please, finish that sentence. What? What were you gonna say? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 next, then. I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? Alright, well... Nope, this is the wrong place. Okay, I guess we're going back here. Oh, hi, Edgay!
Edgay, Detective Bad! So did you see anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation.
Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as the defender of the law.
That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions.
Anytime, Detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh! You're the new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. And I'm Manfred
Oh
Von...
my god, there's... the way he bowed and the way she curtsied.
Yeah, it's just like how they do in the future. And I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter, Franziska Von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor. I see, Mr. New Prosecutor and... What? I see, Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Mr. Von Karma, Miles Edgeworth, and Miss Jet... Ah! I bit my tongue. Are you alright, Your Honor? Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently, somebody doesn't feel I'm worthy of a proper title. Oh ho! Very well then, I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now about your earlier testimony. Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, do we get to cross-examine the judge? That would be so great if we could do that. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I'm strangely competent in this game, it seems. I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I'll need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements. Begin investigation! Okay, I guess it's not, time yet for... Can I examine the bench yet? Yes, I can! I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, so, the ants! They can finally let me examine the ants! The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size. Edgeworth would know a thing or two about picking up comparatively large objects too.
God!
Well, if you want to carry...
Does he bench press him?
What? Well, if you...
Does he bench press him?
No... Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Carmen name and not be squished under it, you'd better work extra hard, just like these ants. The same goes for you, Franziska. What's this? What's this? Like a...
Is that a
pedal of
wrapper?
some sort? What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber.
Gum?
I feel like I've seen something like this before. Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact there's a litter running loose inside this courthouse, it's simply unforgivable! In the name of Von Karma, I must punish them! Ack! It's not like I was the one, it was I who littered! Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin! Yeah! Franziska cares about the environment. What's the matter? I pricked myself on one of this cactus's needles! Edgeworth, what are you doing, buddy? I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp. Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? So I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related! Oh, well, then I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it is related. Someone probably got hit on the head by it, I'm guessing.
Window.
I can look outside, however I doubt the killer could have escaped through here. Of course not, this is the 3rd floor after all. It appears that the bars were installed in this to prevent people from falling out. Bars? What bars? Can you not see them from your vantage point?
Oh no.
Ah! What? I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again! What, the fact that he's short? What?
Yes.
A square made of rubber, does Edgeworth not know what it is? Oh my god. I guess that's... I guess that's one thing he doesn't know a thing or two about. Also, murder cactus confirmed. Yes, it's possible. Oh, there's more down here. That's cool. There's a handprint. The dirt on this bench, it smells like some sort of sweet substance. I can't believe there's someone going around dirtying the courthouse! For shame! Calm down, Franziska. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you? I suppose it could be. Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of the person who sullied this bench. I see, and then Phil knows the identity of our mystery slob. You there, the lab technician. Can you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Sir, yes, sir. I've got the results of the fingerprint analysis, sir. And? Do we know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprint belongs to Detective Gumshoe. Well, shit. Oh,
Yay!
interesting.
It's to my boy.
Good work, officer. Okay. So, what's up with that? And there you have it. Yes, I suppose so. Hello, all. I turned off my background Disney XD/Disney Channel for this. Hello, Emperor's New Podcast.
Hey.
I'm glad that you think that we're better than Disney XD/Disney Channel. Now he knows the identity of the person who dirtied the bench. I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Okay, what's down here? That looks like some kind of chocolate, I hope? What are these black speckles? I believe it's a pile of ants eating away. Ooh, that detective. He claims that not a single ant slipped by him, and yet here's a whole hill of them! Ah! What are you hitting me for? As a replacement for that pathetic detective! Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts. Hey, you're better than Arcane Season 2 as far as I care. I think that's what it says. Oh, right! Arcane Season 2 is out now, isn't it? I think?
Shit! Okay!
So, that's... at least I think it is. I heard some people talking about it.
Okay. Man, what's our list? It's so long.
Yeah, we're watching a lot of shows right now. Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating. VTuber Legend at least is almost over, so...
Yeah, and also Agatha.
Oh yeah, we've only got a couple episodes of that left. From the look and smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll. Oh, another Swiss roll.
I wonder where the Swiss roll came from!
Miles said first, the courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times. It wasn't me that dropped food on the ground. The courthouse must be kept clean. I think Franziska actually mellowed out significantly when she grew up, which is, frightening. Agatha will never be over. Oh, you mean Agatha all along. No, Agatha... we met Agatha all along, but Agatha Vile, of course, is gonna be able to do whatever she wants forever. Also, Croak says, fair, and Arcane is seemingly doing the same staggered releases thing as before, so only 3 eps so far. Ah! I see. Ants are pouring out the hole in this bench as well. I wonder if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants. Don't you dare continue with that gross line of thought! I'm sorry. So, Franziska really does not like ants. I'm discovering. That is something that we can agree on. Is there anything else of note here?
What can we deduce?
I don't like Agatha as a character. It just felt like a cop-out to not make Wanda the actual villain. Oh, I love Wanda, though. Or I love Agatha. I also love Wanda to an extent. Anyway, yeah.
Trash and the Swiss roll. Let's do it.
that makes sense. That's probably got connected somehow. Or not. Okay. Nope. Can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. Are you sure? The cactus and the window, then? Really? Nothing.
Oh, okay, I say we stop. I don't want to lose any more health.
Okay, that's fair. But, like, what? Hang on. What? Okay, no, the Swiss rolls have a yellow wrapper, not a pink one.
Oops.
Oh. Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about. Hey, how about doing some actual work, you? I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess.
You're getting in the way of the investigation.
I am the investigation. I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself, plus I still hold investigative authority. So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here.
Faraday, that guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me.
A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it. Oh wow, his glaring is staring into her soul even.
Oh my god, it's so fucking weird!
Franziska, I think you need to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue.
I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. and that detective's the one that showed up.
And only upon his arrival did he set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad.
Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got there, he came up to these defendant lobbies. We came up to the defendant lobbies together. Shit. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad. That he dragged Rio off to defendant lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside. Excuse me.
Why did a Steam thing just show up from Adam Conover? That's one of my Steam friends, I think, that changes their name a lot as a joke. I don't think I'm actually Steam friends with the real Adam Conover, unfortunately. And around what time did all this take place? Let's see.
Let's see. Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving Big Lug his assignment, he never left the hallway. Not once.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw out something crazy. Maybe maybe they were already dead by this point. By the time that Gumshoe was. By the time Gumshoe was supposed to stand guard. Because, like, if they didn't actually go into the room before that point, and just had misused word that they were in there, and that they didn't want to be disturbed, then I feel like maybe there might be something there. Oh, and how can you make such a claim?
One of the guards out on this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't.
The detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to? It's that simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected.
You and we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe.
Seems I'm still missing some key pieces of information. The gunshot. What's up with the gunshot? Detective Bad, you also had the gunshot, did you not?
Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards the lobby number 2 together with you. Oh my god, it's just her name!
Yeah, her name is very interesting when said out loud.
If you were just hearing this out of context, you wouldn't think of a person whose last name is spelled like that and sounds like that. It sounds so weird.
You see, you's on first, what's on second, and I don't know's on third. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene?
Less than a minute.
What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot?
Grabbed Big Lug, who was just walking around in the hall, and raced to the lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies in that order.
That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I am about to become a prosecutor very soon! You'll infiltrate-
you are, sweetie, and I wish you the best!
You'll infiltrate me with the dignity I deserve, or else! I'm not about to cry!
Milk?
I would like a chocolate milk very much.
You wave that thing around anymore, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss.
You wouldn't dare!
Just joking.
Now she even does the shoulder waggle thing. Ugh. Detective Bad is really something if he can make Franziska behave.
Are we about done?
Is there anything else I should ask him about? well, the place he heard the gunshot? Detective Bad, where were you when you heard the gunshot?
How many times are you gonna ask that? I was in the fan lobby number 1 when I heard the gunshot.
It's exactly the same as what he said earlier when I asked. Oh, right, he already said that.
Now get out of here, or you're getting in the way.
I'm not through questioning you yet! The time!
Time! Okay, time.
I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot.
It was around the end of recess, and the trial was about to start again. I think.
You think?
He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding, but I got the sense he wasn't going to show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him, or he'd be late. And just as I thought that, bang! The sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums.
So he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart.
Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste.
Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing. I get the sense that he is somewhat investigating this crime scene, or rather that he is keeping us under surveillance. To what end? Detective Bad, may I ask you to cooperate with us for just a bit longer?
I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine, Zen, be obstinate! We'll just do as we please! Come on, Miles! The chocolate milk won't get itself! You may no longer be willing to help us, however, may I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation?
Do as you like.
Alright, guess that's anything else for you to say? Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Do you suspect me of something? No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well. You may continue with your testimony. Well,
gavel.
Yeah, this is my emotional support gavel.
I knew it! I was gonna say the exact same thing!
Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after. Oh! I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I'm getting the sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this judge. Good luck with that! Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. Oh, I didn't notice that before.
That's something.
When I was going into the restroom, that detective, Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it.
Oh, he was buying something, right?
Oh, However, and this I couldn't believe, I was about to exit the restroom. There was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. Are we not gonna ask him his actual name?
No, his name is not gay.
We're just not allowed to know that. It's classified. It was really suspicious. That's what my finely honed judge's intuition said. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!
Wait, no. I have a theory.
What is your theory?
He had $5. He used it to buy a snack. Oh, no, that's $6. Anyway, well, he used it to buy a snack. He was trying to eat it. It fell. He looked sorrowfully down at the floor, and he had that handprint on the bench, and he was crying.
Yeah, that sounds sad, but very likely.
His poor snack. I'm thinking like, you know, when in SAO Abridged, the Kirito is like, my sandwich It was innocent.
Yes, that exactly. Or like the, you know, Birds of Prey, the breakfast sandwich. That Harley. You know what I'm talking about.
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, though.
We do learn 2 judges' name and Great Ace Attorney. Interestingly, that is fascinating. Also, I know there is that, but neither of them look like His Honor. Well, I should hope not. He's not that immortal. I do know that there is one judge in the next game that we learn the name of, but that'll come later. Apparently this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window, huh? I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom window from that one there. You can. I'm looking at it right now. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom window from that one there. I demand that you show me this view at once. Pick me up by my shoulders. I want to sit on your shoulders so I can get a better view. I suspect that your height is what's limiting her ability to see. That's probably I'm going to find out from His Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Ho ho ho! Anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime! The judges in this country seem rather friendly. Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. Well, that's debatable, but, I mean, it's worked out in our favor. Let's look at this again. It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods. Just lovely. What will they think of next? Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. 1 packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for $7.
Jesus Christ.
Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. For $6. They're awfully overpriced. The lineup is simply awful, period. So he said that he got a $5 raise and didn't have any other cash in him, so
Was it Kay?
Oh, did Kay give him the $1? Because we gave her $1. Oh, do they milk the defendants? What? I didn't want to say anything, but I was thinking the same thing. But I don't think that they didn't think this through very much, or maybe they did. Maybe they did think it perfectly through. Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll the little girl dropped is from this machine. I was wondering about that myself. Also, they do not have chocolate milk! Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. The end of what? Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means one should eat these during a recess? You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh? I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2, after all. We're in the middle of investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me. If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together. If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it! These two are delightful. Okay, let's... Against my better judgment. Defendant's fresh milk? What exactly is that supposed to mean? I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial right now. No, I think it means that this was milked right here from the various defendants. Miles Edgeworth, you can't possibly be serious. Of course not. What are you thinking of, Edgeworth? Where is your brain going to? And where is your brain going to, Septuple Anti? I'm not gonna think about this any further. I'm gonna think about this a lot, probably, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence? Don't worry, my VIP will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be for long. Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of orange juice may not be so bad. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. It looks like the slogan was decided through a public contest. The winner was Prosecutor Winston Payne? What a pathetic slogan. No presents at all. Now, if it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters in a Von Karma's hands, everyone in court will be found guilty, dogs!
Objection!
Oh, overruled! Also, was that an O.J. Simpson joke? Yeah, probably. You know, I will be fair, thinking about a detail from the second game, people in detention center were able to milk a cow actually makes sense. Wait, really? What was that? Was that about with, like, Billy Bob Johns or whatever, something he said? When things are looking bad, blind the opposition, that's the Chewbacca defense, that's the Simpson trial. Oh my god, that was an O.J. Simpson reference. Of course. I mean, it's a courtroom game. I'm surprised we haven't gotten one of those already. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks, I see.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree it's a very clever pun? You really think they put that much effort into the product name? Even a foolish fool can understand the foolish thinking of the fool who made it up. You're acting so foolishly that I got so thoroughly mad, and I'm now utterly famished. If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask like a normal person. Don't let the prosecution and the defense make a ham sandwich out of you. Sounds like it's directed at that ham of a judge. Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can outmaneuver him any day. Whatever you say, you ham. Okay. I think we investigated everything here. The drinks, then? Doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area. I suppose not. Suppose I should check somewhere else. Hey, I just wanted to get Franziska chocolate milk. Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back there! Come on, just a little more! Is there no one working on this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue? Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Alright, what about the trash can? We can't look at the trash can. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? Nope, just fingerprints of those involved in the case, sir! Guess we know all the players in this case then, huh? Feel that way, but I have a nagging feeling we're missing something. I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right here in this crime scene somewhere. Maybe at this poster. He's making a most ridiculous looking face. That may be, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose. I suppose, for Tour Von Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight. Of course, at any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to me now. Oh, we need to logic something? Okay, what can we logic up? The vending machine and the Swiss roll crumbs?
Pretty much.
I guess, that's...
So stupid, isn't it? Wow!
Yay, wow! These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll? Brilliant deduction, Edgeworth! Japanifornia's finest!
Amazing!
A Swiss roll? Why would a courtroom sell a thing like that? It may not seem like the right venue, however it is being sold right over there. The vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6! Talk about expensive. Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I? Franziska, you haven't done anything. You've just been hungry. Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. Yeah, the Swiss roll. Oh my god, that image. The Swiss roll came from the vending machine with a Swiss roll option. Wow, such a genius. Truly a one-of-a-kind mind right here. As he ate, he dropped on the floor and sullied the bench.
Boom.
How could he not have cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable! Don't you dare whip me again! It was I who made the mess in the first place! Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction there! I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. The price! He wouldn't have afforded it, right? That's it. Oh wait, there's a...
What does it mean by limited time specials?
Good question. I don't think I can select that though.
The bonus, probably.
Yeah. Eureka! About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't even have a single penny on his personage. Just how poor is that guy? His bonus really was only $5. Then he must not have been able to purchase. Then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor, meaning Scruffy must have bought the pack somehow. Indeed. What? Oh, maybe so. Wait, so Gumshoe had one Swiss roll, and Kay had another Swiss roll. So, and it's a pack of two. So maybe Kay shared her Swiss roll with him.
Maybe.
Indeed, that detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is how. Maybe someone lent him money. Okay, can't talk
What can
to
we
him.
logic now?
The same things from last time.
Okay.
Wait, did I look at everything over here? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Onwards! Wait, no, we can't go onwards. The fire extinguisher? There are no signs of this fire extinguisher was used in the crime. Because it already tells that from distances, and why are you wasting your time examining it? Franziska, let's not try to rush absolute genius. Wait, did you try pink trash and cactus? Probably not. But I don't see what that has to do with anything. But... What? This pink rubbery substance, I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a popped balloon? What? Oh, right, because Kay had her balloon, and yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was a thing. I suppose that's possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. Okay, cool. We got something. Investigation complete! Yay!
And we're healed.
I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here. Well, I do too! Alright, Franziska, would you care to share what conclusions you've come to? But why should I do that? Then still in the middle of a competition, you know. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very Very well, but first we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony. Oh, now we're gonna cross-examine the judge. Here we go. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony, see how it stands up. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, are nothing but a common witness before Von Karma! Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I say! Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred Von Karma... Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred Von Karma, Miles Edgeworth, and Miss Genius Prosecutor successor to Manfred Von Karma, Van Francis... Ah! You bit your tongue again, didn't you? Ahem. As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want. Very well then, your testimony, if you please. All of this game has come down to this. We're going to cross-examine the judge, finally.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
During the recess, I went to the restroom.
Okay.
There was a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines.
What the fuck is this layout?
But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty? That sounds mighty suspicious to me! We're not only cross-examining the judge, we're cross-examining him about going to the toilet. Riveting gameplay! Your Honor, could you please try to remain calm? Oh! I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Okay, what do we got now? You're in a recess, you went to the restroom. He seems unsure about that, or maybe he's just embarrassed. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machine. Thanks for the anything stand out?
Why the hesitation here?
Hold it! Good question. Your Honor, why exactly did you pay a visit to the restroom, if I may ask? Do we need the specifics of this? Oh! Well, isn't it obvious? What else do you go to the restroom for? Or maybe I knew it! You suspect me of some sort of tomfoolery, don't you? But please stay calm, Your Honor. It's going to be much harder than I anticipated. I'm sorry. You're right. I need to think things through with a level head. I'm just nervous because so much has happened today with this trial. Let's see. I announced a recess and a time for us to reconvene. Having done all that, I wasn't able to go to the restroom right away. Why couldn't you? Mr. Faraday had been accused, so I had paperwork to process regarding a new prosecutor. Once I'd finished that, I was finally able to make a mad dash to the restroom. Lacey stayed consistent on the going to the restroom part of his testimony. Okay, so there's some new information there. Hold it! Your Honor, did you really go to the men's restroom? What is the meaning of that statement? I simply meant that perhaps you went to a restroom on a different floor. I had to go for such a long time. It was all I could do to dash to the closest one to the courtroom. I suppose that's only natural, given his circumstances. I ran from the courtroom, through this floor's main lobby, and down the hallway. Once you enter, you can see there's a window just above the urinals. And it was through that window that you witnessed Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor. Yes, exactly! Your Honor, there's no need to yell. I can hear you just fine. I'm getting my voices mixed up. Oh, I guess I put a little too much into that last answer. No, then let's continue with the testimony. Okay,
Hold it! So, he didn't see a balloon?
I guess not. Are you sure the person you witnessed was Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor? Manfred is so terrifying, the judge prioritized filling out paperwork for his protege's debut over using the toilet. Yeah. He's a piece of work, that guy. Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's hard to miss someone of his stature, even from as far away as the restroom. Besides, I can't think of anyone else with that kind of hairstyle and big beige coat. Well, I was simply wondering if you were mistaken in what you saw. What? Preposterous! My eyes are as sharp as can be, ready to see through lies to the truth. Although recently, things seem a bit fuzzier than they used to be.
Wow.
Clearly his eyes are not the only things that have gone fuzzy. Allow me to say with all the honor and dignity of a judge, I am not mistaken in what I saw. Okay.
So he didn't see a balloon.
He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines? Why, yes, I did. The restroom window looks up. Yes, we've established this. But as I was just about to exit, I took another look and there was nowhere in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. The detective must have gone to the crime scene, lobby number 2 at that point! So he looked into the hallway from the restroom and over the courtyard, did he? Man, what if the balloon was blocking his way? Or his view? Like he saw the balloon and that blocked his view of the... Detective that goes...
Maybe. We'll see.
What if we...
Objection!
That statement and this piece of evidence contradict one another! I don't feel a contradiction in the air. Ah! Mr. Edgeworth, I advise you to be a little more cautious with what you say. Fear that I was mistaken. Press this, then...
Hold it!
Your Honor, I ask that you please remain calm. No! I'm perfect! I'm perfectly calm! You're anything but perfectly calm. It appears that His Honor could not have been mistaken in what he saw. I suppose so, given his line of sight. However, Francisco, why do you suppose our lines of sight are so different? If you're referring to my height... Can't you hold that whip still for just a second? Now, about His Honor's testimony. I believe his line of sight is to be an important factor. If it's that important, why don't you hurry up and tell him already? I will, but there's one more thing I need to do if I'm to correct His Honor's testimony. I need to retrace Detective Gumshoe's movements. Should we present the bonus on here?
No.
No? Okay.
Or he dropped the Swiss roll, so that's why he didn't see him.
Oh yeah.
Objection!
There we go.
There we go. We got it.
What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony? Ha! If you are truly a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by! Miles Edgeworth, it's a fun thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness! You must know the uncouth bench Sullier has already been placed under arrest thanks to your early testimony, Your Honor. Oh! Well, that's good, but who was it? We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Not happy with committing just murder, you had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that his action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? I believe the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. Cake crumbs and piece of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. This whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? It is indeed! The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Franziska herself was unable to see out of that window. I am staring at you, so disappointed. No! A bit of a delayed reaction.
Is it like, so you know like how in like especially in anime, if like a swordsman like just takes out their sword for a quick second and puts it back in and then everything cuts? Is that what that was?
I was just thinking about that. I think that's what happened. I knew I shouldn't have used her hide as evidence. But basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. But then... it seems that you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window... Yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight! Well, what? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Hold it! Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! Is there something of value you'd like to say? Yes, actually there is. I remembered something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time. Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he? That might not be a bad thing. The more info is, the better in a perfect investigation, right? Alright! What I saw, part 2. I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean the detective was sitting there right when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot. Gah! How was that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first next time? I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. Eek! I'm sorry! Honestly, I thought that sounded to the noise popper until just now. Now that he mentions it, right before we started the trial, he did talk about that. By the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I had a popper going off. When did he say that? Was that last time?
Oh, no, he didn't, but oh, that's the balloon! That's the balloon!
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson, the most critical point in this argument is when the judge looked into the hallway, whether that lines up with when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. Okay. So it's the... Alright.
No!
Hold it, Your Honor, that was just said.
Wait. Hang on. I
I'm not skipping through this. This is just, he's just doing this. Sorry,
okay.
what?
Ivy. You know how you said that, what if they were already dead?
Yeah?
What if the gunshot wasn't a gunshot? What if it was the balloon?
Oh, that would track. I know, I couldn't believe it myself, but I heard it. Bang, when the gun shot. I heard it loud and clear, and then I had a knee-jerk reaction. Ah, and jumped into the air. Yeah, like this. Yes, just like this, with a quick ah! Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me. Yes, sir! Sorry about that. Now then, I must gather myself, yes. Heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. I should know, I looked. There was no one there! This judge's emotion circuits appear to be stuck on overreact. At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction to his testimony. Franziska, I'm correct. This testimony is hardly precision quality. I know that. And that's why I said at this point. I think my first line of attack will be to draw more information from His Honor. Alright, present the balloon.
Balloon!
Objection!
Your Honor, there's a very large flaw in your statement just now.
What?
I don't understand what you're talking about. Where is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Never mind, Your Honor! Making such accusatory statements. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, maybe we need to press more stuff. I'm truly sorry, Your Honor. Flaw in my... Okay. Wait, no, yeah,
Hold it!
In that case, you can see that you're overconfident in your last testimony. Now, hold on there! I just said it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom. But you know what, something? I don't think you know when the prints you referenced were left on that bench, do you? While you have proven it's possible the detective was sitting, I still have a problem with just when those fingerprints were left. He's right, I have yet to prove when the fingerprints were left on the bench. Like feigns ignorance, His Honor has seen a lot of life. This judge, I mustn't underestimate him. As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into the hallway? After I called for a recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvened? Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I expected. But what were you expecting? All I demand to know was what that all-knowing smile is for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now was very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. Alright, if you insist. About 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. Okay, hang on.
4 p.m. Do we know when the trial was gonna begin or restart again?
Wait, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. That's before.
Oh shit! Okay.
That contradicts for it being 20 minutes before.
Objection!
You're on. I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? That's not how this works. Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. Because I've been overruled. Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. Exclamation point? Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von... Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you... Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite your tongue on these preposterous names? Eek! I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Franziska. And there's more where that came from! Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you'd need a step ladder of 4 to accomplish that, or maybe just a normal ladder. Mr. Edgeworth. My ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear just fine. I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Strongbad, and according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you just say? Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshots about 20 minutes before we were about to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction? That can't be! Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day! Bang! The loud sound of a gunshot! The sound of a gunshot. We keep returning this point of contention. A piece of evidence I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what the gunshot the judge heard really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. The balloon! Take that! I found this object in the hallway earlier. But what is that pink substance? What? That's not the button I was trying to press. It may not look it, but there's actually a piece of a balloon. I see. Franziska hates old people. Even more proof she's gay. Yeah. And I suppose you'd like me to accept that pink balloon as a court record? Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hall when you heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe me, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right. Let me ask you something. You think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? Exclamation point! I think I've said enough that even you can figure out the rest on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. But what manner of trickery is this? That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Can't you elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. Who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true. One does not usually think balloons in conjunction with Courthouse.
Claims of you.
It's called a begending. Is it? Is that what it's called? I've never heard that phrase, but if you say so. Also, that kid looks much derpier in pixel art form. I love it. That's it. That balloon the girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Who knew? That giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do. What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to it myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can say for now is to continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. Alright, we're back here. We just moved a couple feet.
What? Try, Eddie.
Can you try that one again?
Well, what is it now? Is it my time for trial? Is it time for my trial already?
Better.
I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it.
I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that. No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that.
Jesus Christ. Or can't you guys be a little less judgmental?
Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet.
What the fuck?
We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime. I guess so.
What are you guys talking about?
In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just a part of the investigation, but your life is on the line. And also, there's a little girl with a whip right there. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony, the aforementioned whip.
Ouch.
My VIP will object loud and clear! If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely, understood?
Yeah, gotcha, pal.
Thinking back on the state of the crime scene, the judge's testimony, it's obvious Detective Gumshoe is lying. If I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. Finally, Gumshoe gets to talk more. Sorry.
Yay! I came down here to the courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. Soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on until I heard the gunshot, I was in the hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it was me, pal!
He's still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. I know he's lying, it's time I pulled the information I need out of him. Okay, what do we do here?
Hold it!
So was it really Detective Bad who called you down here?
Yeah, it was. You better work, pal. I was left in charge of the precinct while everyone was out, and the call comes in. I want you down here in the minute, one more flat, he said. Well, I thought it was my big chance for my first case, so I made a mad dash down here. Although I couldn't exactly get here in a minute flat.
So how long did it take you?
About 10 minutes, I guess.
And what was Detective Bad doing when you finally made it?
He was waiting for me down on the first floor. First floor entrance, pal. And blah, 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 blah. Blah!
As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. And by he, you mean...
Detective Bad, of course, and this being my first time at this courthouse. He also welcomed me to the third floor hallway in front of the defendant lobby.
Did you meet anyone along the way?
Well, just as we entered the hallway, we ran into Miss Yu. When he heard from Miss Yu that Mr. Faraday was not to be interrupted, that's when Detective Bad told me to stand guard in the hallway, pal.
So far, Detective Gumshoe's testimony is matching up with Detective Bad's.
From that time on until I heard the gunshot, I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
You claim to have been in the hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while in the hallway?
Of course I did something. I got to the door to lobby number 2, pal.
Very well then, and what exactly does guarding that door entail?
Well, simply... Oh, I know. It's my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch.
Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of?
You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from that door just like I was ordered to.
Sure you didn't. Dots, 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 so many dots. Dot, 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 even more dots. Dot, 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 the same amount of dots.
Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden?
Because we are all in shock and in awe of your utter stupidity. Scruffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell us a more believable one!
Yeah! You! I'm not lying.
I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close. Alright, well...
It wasn't a gunshot! It was the balloon.
Well, also this.
Objection!
Oh, that worked! Holy shit!
I have an objection.
What is it, Bill?
Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere.
Hey, it's one of those things. The Courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal?
Precisely. In that case, I suppose you also recall the sullied hallway bench.
Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Oh, what the fuck did I just change the fucking
Detective Gumshoe! You know you can't go around darting up the courthouse like this! You inconsiderate, slovenly pig! This is just the Be Mean to Gumshoe hour, Jesus.
I promise I'll clean it up later, I swear!
Now then, shall we get down to business to defeat the Huns?
The Huns?
About the fact that you didn't move even a single step from in front of that door? If that really were the case, then how are you able to buy a pack of spring Swiss rolls, I mean?
Yeah!
Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands?
Ouch!
It appears that Franziska's whip can do more damage than my words alone can.
Alright. I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself. Okay, you couldn't afford it, baby, sweetie, honey pie. I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job. You couldn't afford it. I'm so sorry. So I didn't want to say anything.
Unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine.
Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry you got that's all I'm sorry for. You got it because I'm not holding anything else back.
The last statement may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us?
Of course not. I've got nothing else to hide. Cal.
Objection! If only that were true, Detective Gumshoe.
But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, correct?
Remind me again, pal.
That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Let me ask you then, how do you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that?
It's all about. There wasn't anyone else in that hallway with. Honey, baby, sweetie, no, stop it! So there's no one else who could have helped me buy it. Honey, I love you, but no. Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof that someone else was in the hallway, don't you?
Correct. I mean, not technically, but we've got a good lead.
As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, do you?
Of course I do.
Ow!
What proof do I have that there must have been someone else there in the hallway? The balloon!
Take that!
Take that!
What the heck is that? I knew you didn't have anything. You prosecutors are all the same. Always lying to people. You should stop, you know.
Yeah, I refuse to be lectured by the
New York accent.
I refuse to be lectured by the likes of you, Detective. Wait, that wasn't the thing? What? Miles, how long do you plan on being strung along by this moronic detective?
Is it Kay's actual profile picture?
Well, no, that wouldn't be evidence, but is it the Swiss roll that she dropped? Maybe.
No, it's gotta be her profile, isn't it?
Maybe. I have no intention of falling for his lie. If he was trained alone, then that piece of evidence should not exist. What proof do I have? No, I can't present her profile.
Oh, you can't?
Not in this game. The Swiss roll then?
Take that!
Oh,
Take that!
Yeah, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal. Oh shit, do we?
I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls. Gumshoe is lying in court just to not admit that he needed monetary help from a 6-year-old. Everything that happens to this man just is more sad.
Wait, if you didn't buy it, that means you must have stolen it, you thief!
You're halfway there. What? I would never do such a thing.
Ah, you liars all the same, you son of the thieves! You're under arrest, Cal! I'm giving him a New York accent for some reason, I don't know why.
It fits the vibe. I believe you meant to
the southern one, it fits him!
They both fit him pretty well. I believe you mean to assert that all thieves start out as liars, and in that case, what does that say about you, detective? This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone.
Oh.
There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them, but you then gave the other to a certain other person, didn't you?
No way, pal! You've got it all wrong, I ate both of them!
Doopa-doopa-da-boop-a-doop-da- there we go. It would appear that we've caught you at last.
Piper, no swiping! Oh my God. Anyway, hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl!
It would appear that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow?
I have a name, and it's Kay!
Kay what?
Kay Faraday!
Faraday? Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter?
Not a you, I'm Kay!
Kay, you know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Whips, on the other hand.
Mike told me if I ever see anyone with a fancy suit, I'm supposed to kick them!
Oh, no. Well, that bodes poorly for me.
Well then, you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister!
Gummy? I guess as if she's talking about Detective Gumshoe. That's a cute nickname you've given him.
Okay.
It appears that I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail. Oh, she's adorable. I love her so much. Alright, time to talk to Kay some more. Now then, Kay. She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something.
When I made the joke about the fancy jacket, I was thinking like, because her dad's a prosecutor, so he probably's been around on karma.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just anyone with a cravat. Anyone with a cravat, you shouldn't be able to. You should. Okay.
Kick them! Kick them, my daughter! Kick them!
Take that!
Take that! Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Please, take that!
No!
It really belongs to you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy.
Aww.
This precious child.
This poor, precious child.
Oh my god, she's doing the fucking ooh hand thing!
Yeah, she is. Oh, my... Your father, he's...
Don't you say another word, pal! She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy.
Oh, no one told her yet. Oh,
She's
no.
literally doing the fucking ooh.
My heart!
I already know how about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking.
Oh, by the way, Yzma's pretty much been confirmed for Villain's Land coming to Magic Kingdom. Oh, that's cool. Is she, like, gonna be, like, is she gonna be one of those characters where she has, like, a mask to be her head, or is she just gonna be, like, a normal costume character? I don't know. Anyway.
How Daddy? He's not here anymore.
Why do this series has too many children that have to learn about their parents being involved in a murder.
Just to remind you, Edgeworth and Gumshoe somehow forgot this entire incident in K.
Man, they must be really forgetful. I mean, Gumshoe I'd understand forgetting, but Edgeworth, was he just overtaken by gay thoughts of Phoenix too much to remember all of this?
It's fucking gay. That's what
oh, you don't know how she'll be involved, just that she's inspiring and possibly going to be represented in the land. That's cool. I hope that they have, like, that they make, like, a secret lab roller coaster. That's all that I would want from that. If they're gonna have a whole Villain's Land thing happening.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect him. He was already dead. Oh god!
Okay.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna...
Someone hug this poor child!
Fucking hell!
We need to...
How did I pull that off?
You did good. It's alright. Let it all out. Your father just passed away after all.
Oh my god, Edgeworth!
This isn't hitting close to home at all. I myself was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festered deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that instant, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now to have this happen right in front of me! As child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us. You know, it says a lot that this is arguably not the saddest K moment. Oh no! Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand? Are you going to just stand there and watch the lady cry? You're right. Sorry about that. Okay, here. How about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes? Oh. No, my cravat! Don't blow your nose on that!
I feel better now. Thanks.
Whatever makes you feel better, Kay. Kay? Are you going to be alright?
Yeah, does she have a mom? Yep, I'm already alright.
Somehow I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it. Wait, that's a good question. What happened to Edgeworth's mom? And why does everyone only have, like, a maximum of one parental figure in this world?
Sure, Phoenix has a mom, but he don't have a dad.
Does he? Does he ever talk about her? Or him?
Thought, like, in the anime, like, I could have sworn he mentioned her.
I don't remember that. Oh, they set this up. Remember Kay handing Edgeworth a cravat back in the future? Oh! Also very missable achievement coming up. Oh yeah, I've heard about that and I'm on the lookout for it. Something involving a journal.
Okay.
Somehow I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it.
I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers. Hey, you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right?
When you get Kay's diary, present it back to her immediately. Okay, you got it, sir.
You're right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still gonna keep my promises.
You're a very brave girl, Kay. You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry, just for you. Aww.
Aww, thank you, Francie.
Fran is great.
Thank you so very much, lady.
Ha! It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth, after all.
Okay, you know what? Franziska can be really good sometimes.
Franziska's great. She just has not a great role model.
True.
It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Franziska is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Kay, what kind of person was your father?
The hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world.
So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals.
You know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls.
Oh.
I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. Okay, is she talking about the Yatagarasu in this moment, and they're just not, and they don't know? Or...
I think that's what's happening. Since
really hard.
Since like her dad was a Yatagarasu, right? So and she becomes the Yatagarasu. I see, and what have you been working hard on?
I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together.
Ah, there it
here we
is. A promise notebook. May I take a look inside, Kay?
Sure, okay.
It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook might just come in handy later. I must put it in my handy-dandy notebook. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father.
I'm gonna try. Hey, Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero, too. Yeah, you're really cool, too, Gummy.
Finally, someone is nice to him.
Oh, my baby boy! Yeah, aren't I, Kay?
What is with the two of them? I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Yes, and thanks to your also heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him up to jail. I'm really sorry about that.
Gummy! Bad Kay!
That poor judge, he's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. Can Kay also be a character in Marvel vs. Capcom 4? She looks like she's practicing her stance already. The appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay.
Did that not go through?
No.
Yeah, we're friends.
In that case, would you mind me telling a little more about him? But first, we need to talk about your diary.
Took it!
I've never had a gummy man before. Well, I mean, I've heard of jelly babies. I assume it's about it's like just, that would be like the grown-up version of that, right? Probably? I don't know.
It's the promise notebook Daddy and I made. I have to be a good girl and keep all my promises we wrote in here.
May I take a look inside for just a second?
Sure, okay.
It appears that there are more than just the 5 I thought there were. Promise 6. If you ever have a boyfriend, you must bring him to meet Daddy right away. Oh, that might be...
I just want to talk! I just want to talk!
That might be difficult. I mean, if you wanted to find an Ace Attorney character who could just by pulling fighting moves, Adult K with full Yatagarasu training would be impressive. Yeah, that would be cool. Also, you've never eaten Luffy before? Gummy man equals giant gummy baby. Yeah, something like that. Promise 7. Even when you have a boyfriend, never forget that I love you the most. I certainly don't envy the poor sap she falls in love with. But there's a loophole, it doesn't say anything about girlfriends, so...
Sure.
Alright, yay, we got...
actually look at the notebook?
Oh yeah, good point. Promise 1, never take things from a stranger. Promise 2, never go anywhere with a stranger. Promise 3, always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise 4, never cry in front of strangers. Promise 5, always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Kay, be a good girl and promise that you keep your promises to me, okay? Love, your daddy. Aww. He seemed like a great man. Too bad he's dead.
No!
Okay, well, I think that's all the missable achievements in this chapter. I believe, unless there's another one I forgot about. So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier.
Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing there in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi.
And when was this?
Before everything got crazy.
How long were the two of you together?
We only talked for a little while.
Okay, it is just those two, that's good.
Well, then we went on our own.
That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it!
Oh, which means we've now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, isn't that right?
Hey, you got me. I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister!
Very well then. I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later. And, oh, she's still doing her fighting stance. She's ready to punch any second now. Were you the one who brought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay?
I didn't really have a lot of money. And somehow I made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. That still wasn't enough, and I really wanted one.
Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct?
And thanks a bunch for doing that, mister.
Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct?
Why?
Hey! You pull a Kay in the morning, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal!
Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest?
No!
I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question.
Sorry about your roughy thing. roughly thing.
Yes, well, now that's positively trenching your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So, here, you can have this one.
Why? What the fuck? Daddy said, never take things from a stranger.
Ah, it's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct?
See, it's right here on this page.
Ah, yes, yeah. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and give it back to me next time we meet.
Daddy never said anything. Never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, and we switched cravats already. I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with Little K in that hallway.
Yep. I told you stop being mean, a gummy!
Hold it, Miles Edgeworth. There's still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon.
Gunshot.
You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us. Never take things from strangers is an interesting start to a great thief. Well, yeah, you can only steal stuff from people that you know, obviously. Wait.
No, I feel like since you said borrowing, she just found a loophole.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like the girlfriend thing. That's, well...
Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake.
Yeah, don't worry about it, okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Ah, so that's why. So what was this Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? You can't explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation. His reason for lying is very simple. What? Here's what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and their interactions with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. The balloon?
Probably?
Take that!
This is the piece of evidence. What are you showing me that for? It doesn't seem to add anything to the conversation.
I don't get what you're trying to say with that, or you just like showing it off.
Are you gonna give me that to me?
I don't feel that the court needs to enter that into the court record at this time.
Ah, shit.
What's wrong with everyone? Why are they all teasing me all of a sudden? Although it's possible perhaps I made a mistake, and that's why. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Okay, then what's
At least
the
you didn't
actual
pick our
answer?
hell. No. I think it's on the second page.
The bonus, the Swiss roll, the fingerprints, the promise notebook? No.
No.
Is it the Swiss roll?
Take that!
Is that piece of evidence?
No.
Okay, no, it's not. Okay, now the actual reason was,
The fuck is it? Is it the bonus?
maybe? No, it's not. Glad that we're not losing, I'm glad that we're not losing health from this.
The fuck you mean, chuckled?
Kay was jealous of Edgeworth's ability to attract girls, so I don't think she'll ever have to deal with those promises. That's true, that was a thing that happened. Okay, the gun? No.
No.
What? Gumshoe's testimony?
Take that!
No!
No. What the fuck is it?
Is it the
Oh my god,
Take that!
No, I already
already did
presented
that.
that one.
thank god our health ain't going down.
Yeah. It's I don't know, is it the prosecutor's badge? No. Is it correct
Is
answer?
it correct answer? No. What? Is it the gun?
Wait, which one do we... Is it the gun?
Take that!
Oh my god!
No, it's not! Wait.
Is it the fucking notebook?
Why would it be the notebook?
That's the other one we said no to!
Well, what is it I'm doing?
Oh my god!
Mr. Faraday and Kay's promise notebook? How does this explain anything? If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay. What a foolishly foolish fool's fool of a foolish reason for a fool! My thoughts exactly, Franziska!
Ow.
Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you?
Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why.
Gummy!
At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now?
Guess there's no being around you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. I've been staying guard for a while. I was getting real hungry and the snack vending machine was taunting me.
But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in that machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls.
Yeah, but like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up.
I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy. So I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. I only had about $1 in coins. So we pulled my $5.
Sorry. So we pulled my $5. So we pulled my $5 and her $1 together.
Oh, when Francisco and Edgeworth were talking about pooling their money together, to buy something, that was foreshadowing.
Hit. And bought a pack of Swiss rolls together.
But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. Then Gummy said,
Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me. So you really didn't get it from me, you know.
he told me it'd be okay. And he gave me the whole roll to save and give to Daddy.
Aww.
Precious child.
Oh no, the Zit Scruffy could be so considerate. Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together.
Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. Sweet taste of that cake's chocolate, I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal.
But apparently you forgot Kay. Anyway, Kay, I believe this also belongs to you. Finally!
No, he didn't forget Kay, remember? He just said he lied to protect her.
No, he forgot Kay later on.
Oh, right.
In the present. It's the past now. And
Okay, I'm sorry.
And that's from the balloon I popped.
bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It's for sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you.
Did that not count, or did that not?
No, it did not.
But that balloon... I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll.
Wow, you really got me there, pal.
Well, maybe I thought I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister!
So you kicked me, is that it? You're sure a feisty one.
I'm sorry, mister.
It's alright, I'm perfectly unharmed. About this Swiss roll, it'd be alright with you if I held on to it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared out of all charges and free to go.
Sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards. Okay?
Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt Detective Gumshoe is in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders. Oh my god. Oh, it's her.
Oh, this bitch.
Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Yu. I'm getting lectured on manners. I grow in a penchant for ripping people. What? How dare you talk back with such insolence?
Hi.
Oh, and what have we here? What is a child doing here in the courthouse? Well, she's a prosecutor in training, you see. Bailiff, please take this child away! What? Miss Callisto, you? That girl is just a Faraday's! I know, so what? I think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she just gets to run wild all around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right, however, as long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct? You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? He's the only person who could have gone to lobby number 2 at the time of the murders. Ah! I have no counter-argument to that. Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal request. But the investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right. I was gonna speak to you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? I suppose it is. Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal or you may regret what comes out of your negligence. Oh, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Von Karma. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. I don't like her.
Don't.
So, we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. As this investigation is not over yet, there's still one location we've left to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. To be continued. So, shall we stop there for now?
Yeah.
Alright, this is, this is the one. September 1st, this place. We're back to title. I like her a lot, but I have, you know, unique taste.
Oh my god.
You sure do, Croak. You sure do. Well, that was another episode of Ace Attorney Investigation. I gotta be honest, I thought we were gonna finish it up today, but I guess there's still some more left to go. This isn't over, right? Said Edgeworth16. Yeah, at this point, he would just be cursing this random kid that he knew. Like, very briefly. But yeah, so that was fun. We got to see a lot more of Kay, which was appreciated, and we got to actually cross-examine the judge. That was so much fun. What do you think about this case so far, Sky?
I mean, I think I have an idea of, like, what's going, like, who did it, who done it, and now we just gotta fucking solve it.
Yeah. You'll finish it next time. There's not a ton left, but it's still a fair amount. Yeah, I figured. Next time, Callisto U teaches Edgeworth how to play Pokemon. Is that just a pun on the title of this stream, or
I feel like it is.
Or is that actually a thing that happens? It could go either way at this point. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I know that things this week have been hectic for everyone involved, but it means a lot to me that you guys would come watch us play, and we're gonna be doing a lot more of that soon. So, you know, thank you everyone for watching. Anything else you want to say, Sky?
I hate you.
Yeah, alright, well, on that note,
Okay.
I'm Miss Juke. Oh, you're building up to a joke that'll happen next time. Alright. Oh, the young versions of Franziska and Kay are so adorable. They are! I love them so much. But anyway, on that note, until next time, I'm Miss Jukebox8.
And I'm Sky Cloudlord.
And thank you for a wonderful